facing the police every single day.
A prosecutor does the accusing, but the former Southwest Florida prosecutor you see behind us is definitely the one accused tonight.
Juan Mercado faces a bribery charge for offering to trade sex for help with a criminal case. As NBC2's Ashley Dyer shows us, his now former colleagues say he made a deal with the defendant instead of doing his job.
Our office is committed to serving you with honesty, integrity, and respect.
The words of State Attorney Amira Fox, but today that very statement is in question after 29-year-old Juan Mercado was arrested facing bribery charges.
He's gaining a personal benefit at the expense of someone else. To have his libido influence his choice on the prosecution is inappropriate, improper. It's also a violation of the law.
Mercado offered to make a defendant's case simply go away in exchange for sex.
This is somebody that's supposed to be enforcing the laws, not encouraging illicit and immoral and improper and illegal behavior.
Now, questions. Who knew and how long was it going on are surrounding the state attorney's office.
Did someone else in the department know? Did someone else in his office know?
Mercado worked as an assistant state attorney from May of 2017 to February of last year. He was a prosecutor in Charlotte County.
How do we know that perhaps he has taken advantage of other people?
Now, Mercado was arrested yesterday. He's since bonded out of Miami-Dade jail. I can also tell you the state attorney's office asked for a governor's assignment, which means a different circuit other than his own will prosecute the case. I'm live in the studio. Ashley Dyer, NBC2.
Before me, personally appeared Special Agent Gary Negrinelli, affiant, of the Florida Department of Law Enforcement who, being first sworn, deposes and says, "Your affiant is a sworn law enforcement officer of the state of Florida, and as such is empowered to conduct investigations of and make arrests for violations of the criminal laws of the state of Florida, and believes that the laws of the state of Florida have been violated, specifically those laws enumerated in Florida State Statute FS 838.015 pertaining to bribery, penalized as a second-degree felony, and that the person violating this law is Juan Mercado. The reasons for your affiant's belief that these laws have been violated and that Juan Mercado is, the person who violated these laws is as follows. On January 31, 2019 the Charlotte County Sheriff's Office, CCSO, referred a complaint of official misconduct to the Florida Department of Law Enforcement, FDLE, for further investigation. The target of the complaint was Assistant State Attorney, ASA, Juan Carlos Mercado with the 20th Judicial Circuit State Attorney's Office, SAL, in Punta Gorda, Florida. It was alleged that ASA Mercado had sexual relations with in exchange for assisting IM with her pending criminal case. I was being prosecuted for domestic battery by the WA 1101, but ASA Mercado was not the assigned prosecutor. On February 1, 2019, FDLE special agents conducted an interview with, who was accompanied by her attorney, Martina Hedvicek. Said she first met Mercado during the month of December, 2018, when he visited her at a gentleman's dub where she worked as a dancer. During conversation he had a pending criminal case, to which Mercado said he was a felony ASA and that he could help her with her case. Mercado later contacted Bphone and they met up for coffee. Mercado told me that he could help her and make case go away. Phone communication continued during the month of December and they met up again, twice to have sex at a Punta Gorda hotel. Illy would meet Mercado during the work week, around noon, at the courthouse where he worked. Mercado would then drive them to the hotel. Mercado and I would discuss her case a number of times when they met up and Mercado had looked for WER case notes to let her know what was happening with it. After several texts to Mercado were not returned, .11 told her public defender Glenn, Tommy, Starkweather, of the relationship she had with Mercado. In a follow-up interview conducted a few months later said she had sex with Mercado with the understanding that he was going to help her case. Said she wouldn't have begun any type of relationship with Mercado unless he was in a piston as an attorney and to help with her case. consented to having her cellular phone examined for evidence of communications between her and Mercado. FDLE digital forensic consultant Chris Vaden downloaded the call and text logs from cellular phone. A review of these logs revealed Mercado initiated contact with on December 3, 2018, by taxiing her to save his number and telling her it is Juan. Mercado exchanged texts and calls throughout the month of December, mostly sexual in nature. On February 4, 2019, FDLE agents obtained hotel payment receipts for Mercado from the Budget Inn in Punta Gorda. Mercado paid cash for a room on Thursday, December 6, 2018 and used a Visa debit card to pay for a room on Monday, December 10, 2018. The time of the Visa card transaction was 12 hours 48 minutes and 25 seconds. Mercado completed his home address and driver license number on both receipts. A copy of Mercado's driver license was also on file with both receipts. On February 4, 2019, a controlled phone call was made between and Mercado. After a brief exchange, Mercado told what he had found out about her case and that the police submitted the report so his OCE could look at it and decide whether or not a summons would be issued. When asked if there was anything else, Mercado told her that she couldn't tell anyone about it and gave her more information about an husband reporting that reached out to her mother-in-law to say that husband had to drop the charges. Mercado told her that she can't say things like that cause it could look like witness tampering and could be violation. On February 4, 2019, FDLE agents contacted Mercado at the Charlotte County State Attorney's Office, where Mercado agreed to speak to agents. Mercado admitted to having a consensual sexual relationship with Mercado eventually asked for an attorney, at which time the conversation ended. Merc YDR.R5 was placed on leave and eventually resigned from the cell. On February 12, 2019, FDLE agents interviewed Mercado's co-workers, Aces Jillian Kuykendall and Brittany Cocklerl, at the Charlotte cell. Asa Kuykendall first reviewed case at intake, met with the victim and offered diversion before making a filing decision on it. The case was eventually reassigned to Asa Gualtieri. During the interviews, agents produced records provided by the SAU which showed that Mercado had viewed documents from case on December 3, 2018, 2 separate times. January 7, 2019, 6 separate times, and January 17, 2019, 2 separate times. Aces Kuykendall and Gualtieri agreed that there, too, would be no reason for Mercado to view documents in case. Neither attorney said that Mercado communicated with them regarding case. On April 9, 2019, FDLE agents interview the mother-in-law of I. Told her that she was having a sexual relations with a colleague or friend of public render Glenn Starkweather. Described this other attorney as being dark Hispanic, 20 years of age, divorce originally from Miami, and that she met him at her place of work. Said that she sat in on some of this attorney's court cases at the Charlotte County Courthouse. Said that was getting advice from her co-workers as to the relationship WIEI and theoretically told her she needed to have a relation high which she could benefit from. During discussions about the domestic case, told she knew she wasn't going to jail because her sources told her she was going to get version and counseling. An attempt was made to interview public defender Glenn Starkweather, but was denied by public defender Chief Toby Oink, citing attorney-client privilege. Another attempt was made to interview Starkweather with the understanding that would waive her attorney-client privilege, but this attempt was also denied by Chief Conk. Special Agent Gary Negrinelli finds probable cause to believe that Juan Mercado committed bribery, a violation of FS 838.015, when he obtained a benefit for himself by soliciting and engaging in sexual acts with in exchange for assisting with her pending criminal case.
Hey Sheriff County, this is Sheriff County COPWATCH. I am using any video here with under fair use if you have criticism, reporting, teaching, etc. And please donate. I do not make money from YouTube. And there are different ways to donate in the video links. Thanks.